Hey guys, welcome to part 6 of the Dragon Ball Z Budokai Let's Play, and now things are getting serious. So Goku is back and we're beginning our final fight with Frieza, which is actually going to be this entire part. But luckily this part's not quite as long as last part. Last part, the story kind of dragged a bit, it kind of went over the same sort of things a few times, but anyway. So, as usual, we get a recap of all the different stuff we've already basically seen, but it's in a bit more detail, so... Oh, poor old Krillin. So basically we just get to see Frieza beating up everyone. But now it's Goku time. Even actually some very nice physics there with Goku's hair blowing in the wind, and also when it was in the tank it was floating. Very good attention to detail in this game. I really can't shut up about that, can I? Goku cuts. There we go. Last time dust was capitalized. It was a nitpick, but they got it right the second time, apparently. Alrighty. So we now have the Kaioken times 10, which makes us pretty powerful. So that's our third level of increase. So we are now, in that mode, we have a 30% attack power increase. At least I believe, if I've got the maths of this game worked out right. And one little neat detail is that in the top left corner you can see that actually each of the Kaioken forms has a different portrait for Goku. So on Kaioken times 10, which is his last one, at least I think so, he's got a very angry portrait, but he's not quite as angry on Kaioken times 5. And as you can see, I actually have a pretty damn easy time with Frieza. He goes down very quickly. But now, apparently I suddenly took a whole bunch of damage and, you know, started powering up the Genki Dama. Some of your energy would probably be a better translation than spirit, but you know, I get what they were going off with the Funimation's translation of Spirit Bomb. But as you can see, they get this perfectly accurate to the original manga, and you know, it looks really cool. Even that light flare that comes off of Frieza, like it would be in a 2D animation, it's just great. Bye-bye for the moment, Frieza. And into the legendary Super Saiyan. But as you can see, we've left a pretty large, glowing blue crater, and we've left Namek in a pretty bad state. This is actually something the games like to do. They like to make the remnants after the Spirit Bomb's gone off, or the Genki Dama rather, has gone off. They like to make it look really red and destroyed and stuff like that. It actually doesn't look that bad in the original series, but personally I kind of like this a bit more. I particularly like Burst Limit. Super Saiyan. And here we go. So as you can see, in this one we've actually got the tornadoes in the background, which is pretty cool. But in Burst Limit they actually gave you fiery tornadoes in the background, so that looked even cooler. But right there, perfectly accurate to the way it happens in the manga, which is very nice. And it looks pretty damn cool. They've got some great lighting on him.
Super Saiyan. 海もないのに次から次へと殺しやがる。現場で泡を取ったぞ。フリーザー!
So in Super Saiyan form, we have... Actually, let me just mention something right here. We now finally get the Spirit Bomb attack, the Genki Dama. And it can only be used in Kaioken form. We can't use it as a Super Saiyan. To me, that's really stupid. But anyway, as a Super Saiyan, we have a 40% attack power increase. We get the Super Dragon Fist attack as well, which is pretty cool. And as you can see, we actually have our damaged outfit, which is very nice. It's kind of like what they did with the whole Ginyu thing. We actually get to keep our cutscene clothes. Which doesn't happen in a lot of later games. But as you can see, we pretty much wiped the floor with Frieza there. It's a great battle because you just feel really powerful.
Super Saiyan.
I don't know why they felt the need to put goddamn instead of just damn. He's not saying anything different. Alrighty, this is it, the final battle against Frieza. Like before, you can see that there are actually 2 more missions, but they're going to be what-if missions, so that'll be in the next part. So now he fully powers up to 100%. I'll show you all. There's no one else here though. So this is what I was talking about with the Vegeta What If story. This is what they were taking off. Yeah, so that was what they were taking off with the whole Vegeta thing. Okay, so this is the proper big battle. So we're both at full power, except that I actually have 1 less health bar. So I'm at a little bit of a disadvantage. And as you can see, in your Super Saiyan form, your ki starts draining pretty quickly. So it's a pretty epic location for the final battle, and it's definitely one of the more fun ones. But as you can see, we actually knocked 100% out of Frieza. So he's just... well, actually, we knocked part of it out of Frieza anyway. He's down 1 form. So, yeah. And then at the end, he turns into his base form. Which is always kind of funny. If you're really good, you can actually knock him into his base form very early on in the fight. Which always ends up being kind of funny. It makes the battle very easy. And against his better judgment, he gives Frieza some energy. Although I don't know that a lot of people watching for the first time would actually get what that, what that was. Because we'd actually see Frieza get it. And why?
れるべきなんだ。お前は俺に殺されるべきなんだ。
Dan? Okay. Goku basically just calls Frieza an idiot. But of course now we've got to escape the planet. And rather neatly, they've actually placed the Ginyu pods just over to the other side of the ship. And they even recreate that classic shot from the anime and manga. Oh no, he was able to come back to Earth with the Dragon Ball's power. Hang on. What does that mean? Does that mean he isn't able, rather? I don't know. I've given up on this translation. But we've even got Muten Roshi over there in his formal clothes, which is pretty neat. And we seem to have all of Bulma's different outfits in this. But anyway, now on to another preview. They've got, of course, Goku in his Yardrat costume. And of course, next time we'll be moving on to the Android story arc. However, not next part. We still have some unfinished business, like I was saying, with the Namek, as this game calls it, story arc. So next time we'll be doing some what-if stories about Frieza. Not quite as interesting as Vegeta's, but still kind of fun in a few instances. But yeah, so thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you next part.